3, there's Jakira's level 3, and there's the Venomance. He's only level 1, but doesn't mind too much.
He's going to unfortunately not get that creep pull. Now the lane's going to push towards Gyrocopter and the Dire's favour. They're going to be quite happy about this. They're currently walking around trying to find what they can. They're trying to find out where this creep wave is. A sentry goes down, that will effectively block that creep camp. Is there any sentries? There is 2 sentries up on Venometer. At the same time though, top lane is an equal trade between heroes. The creeps will pick off Weaver. Weaver does find the first kill on that Windrunner, and he's going to pick up the XP and gold, and he's going to be quite happy about that, but that's an awkward trade to be happening at the top lane.
Yeah, it's certainly went better for the Weaver, just because he was the one who got the extra experience. I believe it was... yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so he got the extra experience, which does put Zachary a little bit behind, but it's still 1-for-1. Interesting tournament, so...
It's not the heroes you think would go into a man fight this early on. I mean, you have Windrunner who can pretty much run away from any physical attack damage, and actually they're at it once again. They're standing and fighting. Those two are getting really aggressive towards each other. He throws out the power shot. It will not land, but I'm scared of this lane that we're going to miss another action between these two heroes because they're just getting aggressive with each other. They're not taking no quarter.
No, I gotta say, there's been a lot of denied farm coming out here from the Weaver. I mean, she's only sitting on 10 last hits, which isn't really where you want to be. Even as offlane Weaver, there's no pulling or anything, there's no real denying, so yeah, a little bit far behind, and Windrunner's sitting on 9 for free, so pretty much equal. Generally, you'd like to see that Weaver be a little bit ahead, because he does need the farm, just harassing each other as much as possible.
Team, I should say. Another poor segue coming from me. You do have the support of Coronae. They've rotated in. You have Samus. He's also rotating in on this Venomet. So both sides are waiting for the other to get a little bit over aggressive, and then they're trying to capitalize on that mid laners. They're so even that you need to try and get these supports in to try and give one side the advantages. And actually, speaking of advantage, we have a nice Gale coming out. Jumbo Lex is on trouble. He gets Viper Strike. This will be the death. There's too much poison on him. His support's rotated away from it, and that will cost him his life. And he'll buy it back. He throws out the ult. He's not going to find it on Samus. Samus had too much HP from those GG branches, but he will find a kill on Viper, as Viper wasn't prepared for the lightning strike. So, well, he gets one.
Yeah, return kill. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get too much
top
farm.
lane, actually, we got an action going on between these two heroes. Once again, Zaku's in a lot of trouble. He's got the bug on him. The bug will eat Windrunner, and the Sakuchi will find himself another kill. So he's going to go ahead in this top lane action.
Yeah, I was just going to say, unfortunately for Jumbo Lag, it's because of the buyback time, I think. He did miss out on a little bit of extra last hits there, but he's still pretty much even with the Viper, and he got the return kill there as well, and will pick up the haste.
He was in a lot of trouble, and if he didn't have a haste, then he could have fallen because Viper and that slow is just too strong for a Zeus with just base boots.
Basically, if it was an Invis and a haste, he would have been fine. If it was anything else, he would have been
down
dead.
at bottom lane, we have a Gale hit on Gyrocopter. We've got the Ice Puff coming out. Puff Jr., he's taking a lot of damage. He's not stacking up those spines. He doesn't have the mana. Fade Bolt will not be enough to pick him off, as it did hit his rear, and he did absorb a little bit of that, or negate some of that damage. Now Zeus, with that haste coming on down, he's got ultimate up in 15 seconds. Where is that Bristleback? Bristleback is in the forest, and he is healing up. And we have an Ice Puff that lands onto one, but the Rocket Barrage this time will be enough to take off Samus. Dante, he throws out the Dual Breath. He slows them all down due to it, and he will get away with his life, and he'll probably retreat home. So will Scooty Puff Jr., and this will leave the lane a little bit free for Gyrocopter to pick up all this additional foam.
I'll say I'm a little bit surprised that Jumbo Lag is completely backed off there. His Lightning Bolt was back on cooldown, and he should have been able to get with that final bolt off onto Dante to kill him off. Yeah, it would have been more than enough damage, so interesting there, but once again they did pick off a nice kill, so better than nothing in the end.
And not
Nice
to
to see
mention
this
he did have his
Zeus rotating though.
yeah, it's not to mention he had that Thunder God's Wrath coming off cooldown, his ultimate. So he could have even, if he didn't get full death then, he would have found himself another kill. And a little bit strange, he does rotate back in the middle. He's going to start absorbing the XP. Viper, however, he's just sitting in mid trying to get as much farm as possible. I wouldn't be too surprised if he works towards a Shadow Blade, so then it forces Coronae to get as much sentry wards and make their supports a little bit more poorer. And that's one of the good things about a Weaver, speaking of which, because you're forced to buy dust, you're forced to buy wards, and that will make your supports pretty much less tanky. They don't have the boots. I mean, look at this poor Rubik, he's still trying to find his boots, whereas Bane does have those boots. The more poor those supports are, the more easy pickings they are for your carries.
Yeah, if they can't get away, if they can't escape, if they're gonna get right clicked, you know, hits, then they're just basically free food for the carries.
Uh-oh.
Some jumbo lags.
Hopefully it's
Might
just
not be him though.
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, luckily. So, things are still good, just had to have a random pause, possibly lagging a little bit there or some kind of issue. Luckily it was not
Maybe
the
a spike or something.
luckily it's not the DC issues we had in the previous game. I know all you spectators in both the Dark client and on our stream do not want to have to wait around for that again and listen to our banter. Terrible attempts at banter.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Although I gotta say, we do have a little rotation coming out here from Rylos and Kaizik. Looks like they sort of want to try to do something on this Windrunner. This does mean that the Magic Bomb has to play a lot more safe. He can't be as aggressive as forward with his farming. Has to stand back because at any moment we can have Samus and Dante just moving in their ice path, and a Venomous Gale can certainly shut down a Gyrocopter and then land them a kill. So he has to be very careful, very safe, which is going to mean that he's going to lose a little farm with his supports just rotating in top.
And speaking of being careful, Fen threw out his Viper Strike hoping to find a kill on Jumbo Legs before, but Jumbo Legs was able to turn that around. He's looking for that kill. Dante is here, however, to throw out that Liquid Fire and force him off the line. If he gets one Lightning Strike off onto Viper, he could potentially kill him with his God's Wrath. But it's not going to be the case here. Up at top lane, Rubik's going to be running in on Zaku. Zaku gets picked up, but he doesn't have any support here to help him out. Unfortunately, they were too far back underneath that tower, and she will just win run out. And speaking of support, Zaku will now have support coming in for her. You got Dante and Fen, they're both looking to rotate up top. Fen, however, doesn't have his ultimate. He's going to look down and look for a rune. He will find a double damage rune. He's going to be quite content about that.
Is under attack.
Yeah, you might even be able to just kill Jumbo Lags here. We've got so many heroes rotating into mid. Oh,
Shackle, what a
Shackle.
fantastic shackle by Sako. This is the death of Zumbo Legs. He's got no way out of here, but the creep will finish off Viper in return. He's going to be at least happy with that. 4 heroes committed to find his kill. They may even get a second turnaround kill. Zermus gets picked up. We need to see some auto attacks. He does pop that mana wand. Not enough to get his Fade Bolt up. He needs to get these few auto attacks up. He's got boots. He'll be able to chase him down and will find himself a kill. And now Dante is in the middle of nowhere. He gets a nice stun off, but will be enough for him to get out. He gets Nightmare, and these two supports are going to rotate and they're going to try and body block him. But unfortunately, he takes the Nightmare off a little bit too early. Dante's still in the run. He's going to try and get around. He gets the Ice Path off. It lands onto one. Shackle by Zaku will catch him off guard and keep him against that tree.
He's able to get on out of there. He didn't pop his brain sap though. He could have popped it earlier, but it would not have done enough damage to kill off Dante here. Unless he can cool off once again in time, but it's still a nice just opportunity to get away there, despite the a bit of a turnaround there from Coronae. I gotta say, you know, they rotated 4 in mid, they only found Zeus, and then Zeus got a return kill thanks to the creep, and they were able to pick off Samus as well.
Down bottom lane, it looked like Fen was going for a wishful kill and Darkrai came down, threw out a little bit of poison, hoping that there was some way that Weaver wasn't paying attention. I mean, they didn't have any lockdown or anything, so it was a little bit strange for a Viper to rotating down bottom to go against a Weaver with just a Bristleback's help. And now we've got a little bit of TP coming from support. There's 3 heroes in mid. Viper's going to be rotating around. Shackle once again by Zaku. Fantastic support. He throws out his God's Wrath. He thinks he's going to go down. He will go down. So he's just trying to do whatever damage he can. Samus, heal me. Top tier 1 tower, but he does expel or expense his macro pyre for it.
I think Sable lost his mind. And we do have just a lot of... Oh, it looks like Dimefall wants to jump Samus. Gets a nice
And a
kill.
lot of damage, and he just picks him off. There's nothing he can do about that. Poor Venomancer.
Yeah, and with the time lapse, he's able to just dispel the debuffs as well from the ulti, and he'll be fine. Just continue farming.
And it looks like once again Caffeinated, they're rotating all their heroes to another lane. They're going top to try and find a kill against top lane. And you have all this gold and XP graph. You can see when they've started to rotate enough to try and find kills. Around that 9-minute mark, they've been rotating 4 heroes. They went mid, they went bottom, now they're at top, and look how much the stun to lose their gold and XP graph due to it. And down in bottom lane, we do see a Gale hitting on Darkrai. He doesn't have a time up available. He's got a Sakuchi that will avoid the slow coming out from the Gale. And at top lane, actually, we have a Phoenix Rip coming out to Zaku. Zaku's in a lot of trouble, and we will see Bane pick up that kill.
It's a nice pick off there by Coronae once again. And you know, exactly as you said, those rotations for them haven't been so effective. They've been more effective for Coronae because they've been able to split, find the farm on some of these key heroes, and in some cases even find the pickoffs, or I should say the return pickoffs. Oh, Dante. Nightmare up, so far no follow up.
Yeah, where else? He's underneath the tower taking so much damage from the tower. He'll even fall to it with that final auto attack. Magic Wand, not enough to keep him alive. And Dante, he is sneakily happy about this. At the same time, they pick off the Venomancer down in bottom lane. Darkrai, he's still going against him. He doesn't care. He's used his time lapse and he got a little bit of help. And now Shackle, once again by Zaku. Hero shackles of the game. But it's not going to be enough to pick off Darkrai. He will run on out of there without too much hassle. But Zaku, I don't think I've seen him miss a shackle, and they've all been really, really good, nice timely play shackles.
Yeah, it's he's doing really well with those, and same with you know, as we mentioned before, same with Shakira on the Ice Bar. So in those team fights, when they start grouping up as 5, if a Shackle can land on 2 heroes and that Ice Bar, a good Ice Bar can follow up, they're gonna have a good opportunity to win those team fights.
So, it looks like our stream has unfortunately dropped. Hopefully that can come back up as soon as possible. If you're listening, Michos, we believe in you. If you're not...
Hashtag Michos.
So, hopefully that can be up shortly for everyone in the stream, even though they can't hear us, but... best of wishes to them. And actually the stream's back up. Yay! Go stream.
Yeah, just a little bit in that one. Good job admins, just messing up a little bit. But we see Coronae just continue to farm. I mean, you're looking at the net worth, we do see that Gyrocopter's ahead and Weaver's second. That's exactly where you want them to be, above anyone else. The Bristleback's not doing too bad, it's sitting at 4.7k net worth, but it's... he can't carry as well as a Gyrocopter or a Weaver can. Gyrocopter in those team fights, once he gets those big items up, that flat cannon is just going to devastate the rest of the side from Caffeinated. And I got a little bit surprised that not a single tower has fallen so far, because